103, using the law of assumption, and today has been the single most challenging day I've had since falling asleep, since starting to fall asleep in the wish fulfilled 4+ months ago. It's like everything that I used to react to, or everything that I used to look at as a negative experience, it's almost like it's all being thrown at me in the same day. Anything that can go wrong is going wrong today. Okay. I've even reacted to a couple of things. I've caught myself right away, but I have reacted. Okay. And I've also realized through the help of an Alan Watts video. Okay. I've been doing all the techniques. I do the same thing I've been doing every single day, waking up, reminding myself it's a simulation. I woke up this morning. I felt phenomenal. I told my wife, I was like, I feel like I can like squeeze today in the palm of my hands. That's how strong I felt. Excuse me. Even my voice is going. There you go. Okay. That's how strong I felt this morning. Like I was just going to conquer the day. And I guess I had to feel that way so that I could make it through. It's literally been something every 10 minutes. All right. Up to the point of where I was just making a video. Okay. 10 or 15 minutes ago, I was 10 minutes into the video and I had just told my daughter, I said, Peyton, I'm going to be making a video. So that's her cue to either keep it down and not bother me until I come out. She forgot. So she comes up and starts banging on the door as I'm like closing out the video. And so right up into that point, everything that can go wrong is going wrong today, but I'm pushing through. Okay. Because I know what I've seen over the last 4 months. I'm not letting that old person pull me in, which he's trying to do. He's making every last ditch effort. It's like the last scene in like Predator or something like that, where it's just like, I gotta take all the bombs thrown at me, all the grenades, and just sit here. And if I react a little bit, that's fine, as long as I don't get caught up in it. But I want to go back to the Alan Watts video. It popped up on my feed. And when things like that, I used to listen to Alan Watts. If you don't know who Alan Watts is, go check him out. Okay. He talks a lot about this stuff, and he's from, I think, like maybe the 1950s, 60s. I'm not sure what decade, but the guy is just like, he's like the Buddha of, kind of like a more modern Buddha. But anyway, he basically said, he's like, you don't know that you've been unconscious until you become conscious. Sit with that for a second. Because I had to sit with it for a second. I was like, wow, you don't know that you've been asleep until you wake up, right? It's the same thing. Like you could be doing all these techniques and all these exercises during the day. And if you're just doing them over and over and over again, maybe it becomes just like anything else, where it's like, okay, I'm doing gratitude, I'm doing, the walking meditation, and it just becomes you. And so it's almost like you can do it on autopilot, and then you still get sucked away into unconsciousness. And so I didn't even know that I was unconscious for like the first like portion of the day. And that's when things kind of started happening. Okay. Like I noticed the internet. I had to check the Wi-Fi 3 or 4 times to make sure it was connected. It kept telling me it was connected, but it was acting like it wasn't connected. And so I was thinking about Abraham Hicks. I started thinking about Abraham Hicks, and she says that one of the biggest indicators to you not being in alignment or unconscious is you will notice technology. There'll be like a static there, because technology is energy. So it's like your energy is not flowing like it normally is. But when you're unconscious, even when these thoughts come in, it's just like, dude, I'm doing all my stuff. I'm doing my gratitude. I'm good. Like, why is this thought even coming to me? And that's the old person. Okay, everything is coming to you for you. So it's like your subconscious is giving me Alan Watts. Alan Watts just suddenly pops up on my feed talking about you don't know you've been unconscious until you're conscious. And I needed that. I needed to hear that. I needed that Abraham Hicks thought. Okay. And then I was thinking about Eckhart Tolle. I'm like, man, I was unconscious. I didn't even know I was unconscious. Now I'm conscious. How do I stay conscious? And so then I thought of Eckhart Tolle, and he said, the fastest way to bring yourself into the present moment is to listen. And so that's what I did. I just closed my eyes for 5 or 10 minutes and I just listened. I listened to the fan. I listened to the birds outside. I listened to the cars driving by. Nothing else. I just listened. I didn't watch. This isn't about closing your eyes and watching thoughts. This is just about listening and bringing yourself here into the present moment. So that's what I did. And, now I feel good and I'm conscious. And so I'm more ready for these things that have been coming in all day. But that speaks volumes about the transformation, okay? About the work that has happened in terms of, like, does falling asleep in the wish fulfilled really work? Even though I'm manifesting all these things, am I really changing as a person? Is my inner dialogue really changing? And yes, it has to be, because these were things that were happening. Number one, if one of these things, like there was like 15 or 20 things, different things that happened today. And I want to end this because my daughter, I just saw her getting home. And she's going to be excited to come up. But anyway, like 15 or 20 things happened today. And if one of those would have happened previously, that would send me into a spiral probably for weeks. Okay. Now I'm at a point where they all can happen and it only takes me a couple hours to realize, like, okay. And I did react a little bit, but I would catch myself right away because it doesn't even feel like me anymore. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, and then I immediately like see that that was just the old person pulling me back in. All right. So I wanted to share that today. That, like I said, most challenging day since I've started falling asleep in the wish fulfilled. I wanted to share that so you can be ready for it, okay? Because apparently that old person he's still around, still here. So, Lion's Den, real quick. Brent, Kate, Shadow Flare, no change there. Staying consistent, falling asleep in the wish fulfilled, changing their lives. All right, thankful. I guess you're just going to be posting once in a while, but this will be the last time I shout you out until I hear from you again. So, hope everything's still going good there. So, that's going to be it for today. 103, day 103. Hopefully day 104 a little less challenging. Even if it isn't, I'm still gonna dominate. So, all right. I love you all. I hope this helped. I'll see you tomorrow, day 104.